Hello, everybody. Scotty the Trainer here, and welcome to Scotty the Trainer Tuesdays. I wanted to develop a thought here today. I wanted to talk to you about sometimes you just got to do it. You just got to do it. Let me present this to you in this aspect. So I have two teenagers, okay? One that has moved on and is in college, and I still have one that's at home. We actually have three children that are at home, but one that's still a teenager. Now, our teenager is like every other teenager in the world. He broods. He doesn't like something. He mopes. His whole demeanor changes. Instead of walking with his shoulders up and his head held high, he drops the shoulders and his head goes down and he mopes along. And he could be an extra playing the role of a walker on The Walking Dead, moping along. That's him. Now, there are times that we go out and do things as a family. And when we say family, we mean family. That means you're going to go and enjoy yourself, even if it kills you or us. But you're going to enjoy it. So here, there are some times that we will go out someplace, and especially when we do family dinner, whoever's night it is to pick. Now, what's interesting is the teenager does not always enjoy the pick that is made by other people. And so we might make a pick about a certain restaurant, and he does his Walking Dead impression. But you know what? We have two choices. I can say to him, look, you're going no matter what. I can threaten him. You're going or else you're going to give me your phone. You're going to give me your Xbox. No Fortnite. None of that. You're not going to play anything. I'm going to take everything out of your room and leave you in your room with 4 bare walls. I could threaten him. Or I can just let it ride. Because here's what happens. When we go out, we first get there, still moping. Looks at the menu, still moping. But you know what? Over time, the shoulders come back, the head comes up, he starts laughing. And dear God in heaven, he starts enjoying himself. He starts having fun and interacting. Whereas before, he wasn't going to have fun. And if I had left him in the house to stay there and play video games all day or do whatever it is that he does, he would have stayed there. Look, never changed. But because he got up and did it, something happened. He started reacting better and being better and feeling better. Now, I use that as an example because there are times that we've gone out and I pointed this out. Every time we go somewhere you don't want to go, you end up enjoying yourself. Why? Because it's not just about thinking I want to be better or thinking I want to feel better. Sometimes you just got to do it. We get better when we act better. We can't just sit along and think about it forever. Eventually, at some point, we've got to rise up and just do it. Have you ever laid in the bed when the clock goes off and you go, oh no, not today. Not today. Can't do it. Just can't get myself up out of bed. I'm too tired. I'm too worn out. My body aches. I can't do it. But then you know what happens? You roll out of the bed, you start walking, and as you start moving around, all of a sudden you're awake. You started acting better to be better. You can think about it for a while. That will start the process. But at some point, you just have to do it. I've had opportunities and times when my wife may say, we're going somewhere, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, is there anything I can do to get out of this? Somebody give me a pencil and sharpen it. Let me stab myself in the ear. I don't want to go hang out with these people. But we've gone, and guess what? Unbeknown to me, could have even tried to hate the moment. Hate being in those places. But you know what happened? Over time, I start talking. I start feeling better. You know why? Because we do better to feel better. There's a little saying that we use sometimes called fake it till you make it. Everybody's probably heard of that. You fake it till you make it. Well, fake it till you make it. Just fake it till you make it. Just fake it till you make it. You know, I'll act like everything's okay until everything really gets to be okay. I'm faking it until we make it. You know what the problem with fake it to make it is? At some point, you gotta make it. At some point, when you're doing and you're acting better, it's going to click, it's going to grab, it's going to take hold, and you're going to be better. I can walk around and smile and act like everything's okay. And at some point, if I'm not careful, it's going to click inside my spirit, inside my inner man, inside of me. And I'm going to start feeling better because I was acting better. There's something in the actions. The actions lets the brain know, the mind know we're doing this. Hey, I'm tired. The body says I'm tired. But the body turns around and says, in spite of being tired, we're getting up and we're doing this. And the mind goes, okay, let's go. And the brain follows, and the feelings cannot help but come around with us. We can think about being better. We can talk about being better, but sometimes you just gotta do better to feel better. It's in the action. It's in the movement. It's in the going. You know, when I still like to work out. Now I love to walk. I'll walk at all times, whatever the weather. It doesn't make any difference to me. I'll take off on a walk. I also like to go and put on the gloves, and I'll go to the boxing bag, and I mean, man, I'll work up a good sweat. Sometimes I'll be an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours working out on the heavy bag. But there's times I don't feel like doing it. I could think about it all night long, but at some point, I put the gloves on, I force myself, and after that sweat starts breaking out, I start feeling better. I'm feeling better because I'm doing better. That's what we've got to do. We've talked our plans to death. We've thought our plans to death. You have written so many things down in books. You've probably got books on top of books. You probably have written page after page after page of plans and changes that you want to make in your life. You think about all these things and you talk about it and you've counseled about it and you've dreamed about it and you've done all that you can. You've done everything, but not doing it. You want to feel better? You want to be better? Then we got to do better. And doing better makes us feel better. You know, I can walk around and think about how much I love my wife and how much I want to show appreciation to her or affection to her. And she might think there's something wrong. But I might say, no, nothing's wrong. I'm thinking it's all in my head. She probably would tell you it's all in my head. But by me doing that and hugging her and loving her and tell her how much I appreciate her and thanking her, in that, I feel better. You've sat in the room long enough. 2018 is coming to an end, and some people are going, oh my goodness, this was the greatest year, and other people are going, my God, it can't end soon enough. It's time. You want to feel better? Act better. You can do it. And all of this is just a thought.